I am making a sink out of these pieces of tile. They're ceramic tile. And this will be the interior of the sink. These are the ends. These will be front and back. So I'll be cutting those. These will join this way, like that. And I have to make the cuts. That's about what I'm to do now. I'll just take a little bit off of this one. And then this will be the bottom. And this is heavy, so I have to figure out a way to really support this. I will have a base on this, which I'll show you in a second. I'm wondering if I have this thing on backwards. Let's see if that makes it work better. So this is the old one that I have used, and it cut way better, so I'm wondering if this new one is on backwards, so we'll see. I took the battery out just in case. Okay, it was on there quite well. Press that button in the back, locks it. Okay, these stink. I'm gonna try the old one. Do a dry run. Called almond. Matches pretty good. That. So this is going on the inside. So I'm just going to put a bead. Come on. Just had this open yesterday. Doesn't want to come through. Yeah, I can pull it through. cock, you hate cock. Alright, since I'm doing it that way, I just cut the whole end off. So this was a colossal mess, so I just glued it up separate and put a little caulk on the side. Now I'm just going to run a bead of caulk like in here, and hopefully I'll be able to get this smoothed out. I really don't like caulk. I mean, I love it, but I hate it. Anyway, I'll just do my best with this, because the caulk tube turned into a nightmare. I'll just see how well I can get it. Just gotta make sure that there's a good seal, obviously, for water. So I'm gonna have to come back and wipe this up later, because this is a mess. I know, I watch some people do this and they're just really good at it. I'm like the opposite end of that spectrum. And of course I could have just tried and opened up a new tube, but I probably wouldn't have been much better with a new tube, so I'm just trying to do what I can with this. And not doing a great job. Basically, I'm taking this, putting a bunch off to the side. Getting it in the corners. And then I'm going to go back and just try to wipe off the residue later. And I probably should have used clear, but I'm always hopeful when I do this. Like I'm going to miraculously become great at caulking. But it never happens. This is a piece of very old chestnut, and it's pretty rustic, but I'm going to cut a section off of it, dig a channel into it, and hide the piping, the water and the drain. I also have this piece, which is longer than the last one. It's longer, but this piece has been bug eaten and it's pretty straight. I don't need the whole length, but I can put carve this stuff out and attach that and use this instead of carving this, which would be a lot more difficult. So I may use this, and this will be on the front, and maybe I'll cut it in two pieces. I don't know if it'll fit that way. Put them next to each other to hide the drain pipe and all the other stuff, water, etc. I'll be putting a board here, and a board on the other end down there. And this tile will go there. Maybe like that. It'll all be nice and flat because this sink will get glued to this on the bottom. Okay, here we go. I'm also going to glue up the backsplash, which is above this line. Okay. So this is one of those automatic stop jobs. So let's get this. Gonna put it in place. Make it fit right to left. Push it back. And I'll take one of these clamps. I'm going to pull this over. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, I don't know, clamps. Quite a few clamps to make sure that this tile box sits on that wooden frame, because that will be getting attached by these boards right here. That will be getting attached to the wall. And this right here is what I'm going to face it with. That's not going to show. The outside or the back side of the tile won't show. So I will be sanding, cleaning up, and facing this whole tile box with this. And I'll probably put this on the bottom because I like this live edge look. So that'll be the next step. Sanding this down and cleaning it up and deciding where I want to cut it. Like if I want it to look continuous, I'll put this part in the center and this on the opposite end, and this on the right side, center, left side. So we'll see. I don't want it to go down too far, so I don't know how much of this will show. I might cut it up here somewhere. We will see. So I bought a new toy, a very high-powered drill. It has 3 speeds, slow, medium, and, come on, focus. 1, 2, 3, slow, medium, and pretty intense. And this nice handle here that makes drilling this easy. I burned out a drill, which is what made me buy this. And this thing has got some power to it. And I used it to drill out the hole in the sink. So it worked out really well. Very happy with this drill. So the drain is all set, and it got rerouted to the outside in case I need to clean out the trap. And this will be pulled off to the side. So I put these little tiny squares up here all the way around and inset in there. And then this piece, this is, I think it's red cedar, but you can see it's coming around. And I got this side gluing up. This is the front. And they're all, you know, flowing. They're the same piece cut. So the sink, I had to put this wood on again, and these are just to actually to disperse the pressure evenly over this piece. And it's so humid out, it's taken a long time for this to dry. It's heavy duty liquid nails, and it holds to just about everything, including tile and wood. So that side, that stayed on, so I don't know why. Anyway, I'm waiting a couple of days, and hopefully the humidity will turn down and or get lower and it'll dry. In any event, at some point it will dry, and until then I'm keeping these clamps in place. So the sink has been clad with this red cedar. This is a piece of cypress. This is what the faucet will be attached to. That's been glued on. And I centered it, and I'll just clean it up later. Put a poly on this, or maybe a urethane, something to make it watertight, and put more of these little guys over here. I'll probably sand this flat with that, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But it's clamping up and it'll be dry tomorrow. Okay, so I took the clamps off and I'm gonna poly this. But I put all of these little squares on the top and on the sides. This side is being held in place by this tape for now, but once I'll sand this down again and put some poly on it, it'll really pop. I will be covering up the drain and the water at a later date. But I'm happy with that. I think that looks pretty good. Come to think of it, I wish I'd shoved it that way. But we originally designed this toilet to sit at an angle, but the tank wouldn't fit between that wall and that wall, so I had to switch it this way. Because moving the flange for the toilet wasn't happening after it was in place. That was it. And I had to leave room for this to open, but I think there's plenty of room to get in there. So, all good. That looks nice. Drains perfectly.